Okay, welcome everyone. So today we want to talk about interstitial space. Okay, moving on to next slide. So what we'll include into this lecture is the interstitial space. That interstitial space is normally right below your fan deck and then right above the clean room, and then that's interstitial space right in between. Basically, there's a lot of exhaust in these areas, and there's a ceiling. Sometimes can be workable, but it's really depending on the design. But also, we will have a lot of ladders and access and catwalk for maintenance use, and that is uniformly need to be distributed across, so people can access from anywhere. So you can get access to the filters because a filter deck is right above the interstitial space. Also, do you know that duct work, they can be sometimes be very huge. For example, 10 feet in diameter. For example, it's 120 inches in diameter. So it's a huge, it's basically like a tank or something. So in some cases, they cannot barely fit into diagonal of the trusses. So sometimes maybe need to change the configuration of the trusses so that this duct can be fitting well with the diagonal of the trusses. Okay, great. Let's moving on to the next one. Okay, so you can really see the interstitial is right here. So as you can see this image of the interstitial space with all the surroundings. So this space is right below the fan duct, but above the clean room, as you can see here. So this area is a little bit interesting. It can sometimes be more congested than your typical buildings, because I have some jurisdiction requires to add some life safety drawings, even though these are occupied spaces. But there was one of the local jurisdiction I remember, and this space can be full of ducts. Also, this it can be full of this process exhaust sometimes, and normally this need to include this interstitial plans as part of uh, some of the drawing design sets because this is so congested. Because you have a lot of piping going through because of process exhaust. So it will be humongous pipe here. Sorry, humongous ducting here. And also you typically need to coordinate with a hanger rod locations, which the clean room sealing system are quite a little bit more robust than your standard sealing systems because of the design. But depending on the mechanical design of the clean room, it can have a band filter that need to be accessed as well. So really, it could have a supply ducts going into the fan. So that's quite a few different ways that interstitial can be space can be laid out for. But you definitely want to think about this when you do designing a clean room of semiconductor fab, because it can get very, very congested very quickly for this interstitial spaces. It is important to work with different, for example, mechanical engineer and other architectural people, and also the structural people to really have a a high level concept of the mechanical design of this building to properly start to plan and to design this space accordingly. For example, many fabs literally put this interstitial space in the makeup air next of the fan deck level right above, so it can duct it down straight into this pressurized one. So this is cover for this lecture. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.